I had this presentation that started with, "Dear Vodafone, you suck. Your app is shit. Your call wait times are terrible.
Yeah.
Paris, you're an idiot. I hope you fail." We were paying Vodafone Group $30 million a year to use the name that we didn't
Oh
own.
my goodness.
30 million.
Crazy.
And we were like, we can do a lot more things that are better with that money.
The stadium is one of those key pieces that helps us solidify ourselves as a key event centre, as a city. How did you guys get involved?
We were looking for something big. Canterbury has been through a lot. So we wanted to make a mark in a big way and
Cool.
go, hey, we are here. We've got the best network, best people, stores, service, prices. We were looking for something of longevity. So we've done a 10-year deal.
Yeah, I see.
So we're here for a long time.
So for someone listening right now who is wanting to kind of progress their career and leadership, like if they're wanting to be CEO, if they're wanting to be an executive, or if they want to just get to the next role, what do you think are the key things they should do?
So you definitely want to be across.
Welcome to Fresh Money. Just a quick note, this podcast is for education and entertainment purposes only. If you need financial advice, please make sure you contact a financial advisor to get professional advice. Or get in touch and we can point you in the right direction. The Fresh Money podcast is proudly sponsored by the Booster Foundation. They're supporting Fresh Money so we can keep having honest tala noa about money, building confidence, and helping our people create stronger financial futures. Talofa lava and welcome to Fresh Money. I'm Willie Leota and this is a podcast where we talk about all things money, business, and your career. And joining us today is one of New Zealand's top business leaders, the CEO of One New Zealand, who care about and in the process of connecting Kiwis, helping us live and work. Jason Paris, welcome to the Fresh Money podcast.
Yeah, kia ora.
And
Talofa.
welcome, Talofa.
Yeah.
Welcome to Aotearoa, Christchurch.
Yeah, I know. How awesome to be here.
Yeah.
I'm a South Islander,
Yes.
but I'm from Southland. So, but
Nice.
a lot of my friends are now in Aotearoa, Christchurch.
Wow.
So it's kind of like a third home after Auckland, Southland.
Yeah,
It's
nice.
nice to be here. And the stadium today.
That's right.
How cool.
That's right. Yeah, I was going to say, like, it's opening weekend, Super Rugby opening weekend. How do you feel about it, and how do you feel about it being in the brand new One New Zealand stadium?
Stoked. Disappointed the Wars aren't opening it up.
I know.
I love, don't get me wrong,
What
I love
happened
rugby.
there?
I know. They're playing in Wellington.
Yep.
Sold out. How awesome's that?
Oh, wow.
And it is our year,
Wow.
just to be clear.
Yes.
But,
nice.
it's going to be awesome. So, 30,000 people there tonight.
Crazy.
You can fit 37,000 in if it's a music concert.
Wow.
And if you haven't had a chance, get along. On time, on budget.
Yes. Unheard of.
Beautiful stadium. Unheard of. Beautiful stadium. No bad seat in the house.
Yeah.
So you feel really close to the field, to the artists.
Yep.
So it's going to be incredible.
Wow.
Such a great thing for the region
Yeah, cool.
and for New Zealand.
Absolutely. It's one of the key pieces. Like, Christchurch has been through a lot. Obviously, the earthquakes and the rebuild has been relatively slow. But the stadium is one of those key pieces that kind of helps and kind of finishes off, but helps us kind of solidify ourselves as a key event centre, as a city. How did you guys get involved, and why did you get involved?
Yeah, well, the first thing is, you're right. Canterbury has been through a lot. You're not supposed to go through so many life events and traumatic events over this period of time, right? Yep. And so has been a little bit slower, but what has been done here, high quality.
Yeah.
The feel of
That's
this region is
That's
awesome, right? Good things take time.
Yeah.
Cool thing about this, as we said, on time, on budget. I have not come across anyone who's got a bad word to say about it, which is great.
Awesome. So I tell everyone that Christchurch is the place to be. Like, I'm up in Auckland recording Fresh Money, and obviously here as well. But everyone's like, "Oh, Christchurch, what's it like?" And I'm like, "The vibe is amazing here."
Yeah, and we have we've got over 2 million customers, and so we can see what the payment cycles are like, and if people are behind paying their bills, etc. And there are pockets of New Zealand that are finding it tough at the moment. Not here.
Wow.
So the economy is going pretty well in this area, I think, because of the build ongoing.
Yes.
I think because of agriculture.
Yeah.
I also think because of attitude, right? Just there's a lot of positivity here at the same time. So you can feel it, which is fantastic. And you know, I think there's a lot to learn from this region. Like I'm from Southland, but I live in Auckland, and I think Auckland's got a bit to learn. It's lost its mojo a little bit and needs to copy Aotearoa a little bit more.
And I feel that a little bit when I'm up in Auckland. I'm like, oh, it feels different. When I'm here, everyone seems really positive. Yeah. Everyone's just out and about. Like even we live on the park here in Hagley Park. We walk around every morning, and even today we start out early, but even today there was, you know, people are out and about and are keen to just. People are loving life here.
Yeah, I think it's a nice reminder. We have the privilege of living, and I believe the greatest country on the planet. Yeah, right. It's such like when everything's happening globally and the uncertainty and the craziness. Yes. It's quite nice to be in a country that's sometimes left off the world map, right?
Yeah,
you know, like just forget about us down here for a little bit. I love that. And then you look at the resources that we've got, everything from just the beautiful country to the beautiful people. We're so lucky. And now one of the reasons I love being in our industry and technology industry is that you can be globally connected and you can do whatever you want to do from little old New Zealand.
That's right. And
scale to the world, right? There's no boundaries now because of technology and digital and artificial intelligence. It's crazy.
Yeah, totally. So what did you guys get involved specifically here in Christchurch?
Yeah, well, like historically, like One New Zealand used to be called Vodafone. Yeah. We bought Vodafone from the owners in London about 7 years ago.
Yeah, wow.
They weren't focusing 100% on New Zealand. We kind of felt like it was an unloved business, but had huge potential. And man, it's firing now. Yeah. We're like the Warriors. We are on fire.
Awesome.
But a lot of customers, even though we've got the best network, great prices, best service, historically other brands like Telecom, which is now Spark, have been kind of seen as the South Island brand, and Vodafone and One New Zealand more like the North Island brand. And so we wanted to make a mark in a big way and go, hey, we are here. We've got the best network, best people, stores, service, prices. Just get us on your radar. So, you know, when people are thinking about, oh, who should I choose? Just get on the consideration set. And we were looking for something big. We were looking for something of longevity. So we've done a 10-year deal.
Yeah, I saw that.
So we're here for a long time. Wow. So One New Zealand Stadium. I think it'll end up being called like the One or something like that, which I don't mind, right?
Cool.
I think because
I like that. The One.
The One. Where are you heading to?
You heard it here.
I'm heading to the One. I was just thinking about this morning. I think that's what's going to happen. Yeah, we'll go to the One.
Because I'd seen someone interviewing outside the stadium, and he was going, "What should we call it? What should we call it?" And people were throwing around names, but didn't quite. I was like,
Yeah, I think the One.
The One. Cool. Nice.
There we go.
Nice. Well, thank you so much for joining us.
No, of course.
Obviously, people know you as the CEO of One New Zealand, but I want to get to know the real Jason Paris and get behind who you are as a person, because that's part of being Pacific and Māori is like, who are you? Tell me where you're from. What's your, kaupapa? Where did you grow up and what was family life like in your early years, and what was kind of money in your family like as well?
The first thing is, I still can't believe I'm the CEO of this business, right? So when someone says that out loud, I'm like, when is someone going to tap me on the shoulder and go, why are you here? And I'm like, I know, I can't believe I'm here either. So
really?
Yeah, like definite imposter syndrome. But I am if it's not every day, it's every week. I go, how lucky? How did I get here? True. So my story on how I got here is probably not uncommon for a lot of New Zealanders. So mum had me when she was 16 down in Invercargill. My dad left straight away. Solo parent household. Yep. 16-year-old on what was called the DPB, or the Domestic Purposes Benefit, way back then. So no money, social welfare housing, and but really, and no father or connection with my father's side. But my mum's parents, my grandma and granddad, they were really supportive. We come from a family of freezing workers.
Oh, wow.
In fact, because mum's so young when she had me, she's still working the occasional nights at Alliance Freezing Works down in Invercargill now. She doesn't have to now, but she chooses to because of the social connection and a little bit of pocket money, etc. So she had me when she was 16, and then what that meant is I got jobs really early on, like make your bed 2 years old, right? Clean that, keep the house tidy, right? You have to contribute. And then at 3 years old and 5 years old and 7 years old and 9 years old, the reason I tell that story is I got given leadership early, which you don't realise until now, right? When you look back at it, but you're like, oh, I was given kind of responsibility, and I took pride in having responsibility. It doesn't matter what it was, whether it was just putting my dishes or washing my dishes or making my bed or keeping my room tidy or doing the vacuuming or whatever it ended up being. So that's one. The second thing about my upbringing is a lot of change. So moved a fair bit, like again, often in social welfare housing, 16-year-old mum. And so mum always convinced me and talked about change as a good thing, as an opportunity. So you're going to meet new people, right? You're going to have new experiences. You're going to grow. You're going to learn.
She framed it in a different way, didn't she?
And again, I didn't really think about that either. But those kind of, even those two things, getting leadership early and seeing change as an opportunity. When I've reflected on it now, and people like you ask me these questions, definitely they form who you are.
Yes.
There were some tougher times as well, like being a 16-year-old and then having boyfriends and partners. I also did see some experiences that, like even one situation, which I'm sure my mum won't mind talking about, domestic abuse, right?
Yep.
And so that was quite confronting for me to see my mum in that situation. And so one of the things I always would do by default is I think as a reaction is try and keep the peace, try and keep the calm, try and make sure that everyone was happy, be as nice as you possibly can so nothing would happen within your kind of environment. And then when I look back on it, those kind of three components. Leadership early. I'd never been afraid of stepping into the unknown. Gone, actually, I can do this. I kind of have some self-belief. Two, change is a good thing. And then three, I want to be a nice guy. The shadows of those things, though, of being not afraid of leading in and moving means actually I have quite a high tolerance for risks. I'm a real risk taker. So I'll go fast and I'll leap off that cliff without thinking about the consequences. That'll be one. Change, I get bored really easily. So I'm like, what's next? What's next? And sometimes I'll move too quickly versus actually just going, hey, steady wins the race sometimes. So that's the shadow of my change. And then being nice and want to be liked. The shadow of that is avoiding confrontation, avoiding having hard conversations, not talking about things that you might need to talk about because I want to avoid the tough conversations from being had. And so I suppose my message is, doesn't matter what background you're from, it makes you who you are. Be proud of it. It's awesome. Like it's a fact that diversity of opinion, diversity of experiences, backgrounds, ethnicity, age, whatever, leads to better outcomes. So be proud of who you are, but also know that who you are has some strengths and development areas at the same time. So that was my kind of upbringing, and then I just played a lot of sport. Sport was my life. So down home in Invercargill, to be honest, I can say this because I'm from there. Not a lot to do down there, apart from. So I used to play like every sport under the sun. Really? I'd play soccer on Saturday morning, rugby on Saturday afternoon, league on Sundays, but I'd play squash, tennis, cricket, touch, basketball, badminton.
No way.
indoor bowls, outdoor bowl, like just anything. We would we would have a crack, and so it was awesome.
Yeah.
Like, it was awesome. You're just playing sport constantly. I loved it.
Wow, awesome.
Yeah.
You kind of spoke about, responsibilities being thrust upon you, like make your bed.
Yeah.
Like, what do you think it was that made you lean into that? Whereas some people just see them as chores and things they have to do to get through it. Oh, it's just because, mum.
Well, the first thing, I was scared of the wooden spoon. I was like, I don't want to get the wooden spoon.
So a bit of fear helps, yep.
But it was more...
Because a lot of people, like, I hear a lot of those examples of kind of rough upbringings, no money, but some people choose not to lean into that.
Yeah.
And don't see it as an opportunity to grow themselves. And actually, I could be responsible. I should take pride in my bed and what I'm making my bed.
Yeah, I think that the two drivers are, I could see it made my mum happy and it made me happy. So I felt like I'd achieved something because mum was like, good job. Like, wow. And can you imagine a 3-year-old making a bed? It's not going to be great. Mum would go, good effort, right? Whatever it ends up being, right? And so you just go, well, I've actually achieved something, or I've put that away, or I've done my jobs, or I've listened and I've behaved, or whatever it ended up being. So, yeah, I think that was really the driver, is how it makes you feel and how it makes others feel by doing something that they value. And I have heard actually a lot of people who are very, who are wise leaders talking about the importance of doing something early that gives you a sense of achievement.
Yes.
And there can be nothing better than making a bed, man. Like, it should be the easiest thing.
Yeah.
Just like pull your duvet up.
My wife Nat's probably laughing because she tells me that every day. She's like, and I go to help and make it. She's, don't worry, just leave it to me.
And I'm
awesome.
the same with our children. We've got 3 wonderful kids.
Oh, cool.
And
cool.
and I'm the same with them. And they don't always listen to me either, but they try to. They try to.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah.
So what led you from there? What led you down the path into telecommunications, or what was the journey?
So I was playing sports. I was playing. I was lucky enough to represent Southland in a few sports, and one of them was rugby.
True.
And
Nice.
the rugby.
What position?
Well, I was second 5 at school. So
Nice.
I actually played with Jeff Wilson. He's my big claim to fame. I played against Jonah Lomu.
No way.
Yeah. Justin Marshall, who's a big Cantabrian, he was a halfback. So, no one will know my name because I wasn't as good as them. But I played rugby for Southland, and the rugby manager of the Southland rugby team was also the manager of Trust Bank Southland, which used to be Trust Bank, is now Westpac, the bank.
Yes.
And we were coming back from the West Coast on a bus, and he said to me, hey, what are you thinking about doing next year? That was my final year of school. And I was like, I've applied for Teachers Training College because I wanted to be a teacher.
Oh, wow.
And he goes, well, you should come and think about working for me. Like, I like your attitude. I've loved what I've seen. And I was like, I got declined from Teachers Training College.
Oh,
so
right.
I applied. And so I was like, I actually did all right at school. Like, I was way more interested in playing cards and touch rugby.
Yeah.
But I still wasn't a bad student. But for whatever reason, I got a rejection letter from Teachers Training College, which is sad.
True.
And then that kind of put me on the path of going, Murray, hey, that job sounds awesome.
Wow.
And also in my home environment, no one had ever been to university or gone to Polytech to do anything. Actually, my mum, she did some, when she was trying to get a job, when she was bringing me up, went and did some typing courses and etc. But no one, so it wasn't like some families.
Yeah.
University is the natural step.
Yes.
Not at all for me.
Yeah.
Not at all. I still don't have a degree now.
Yeah.
So I just went straight to Trust Bank Southland and started working. And the rest is history, actually. My whole career actually just came through making relationships and meeting people and being introduced to the next opportunity. And so we can talk about a little bit this later on, but what I have learned is don't underestimate the relationships that you are building along the way. don't underestimate how much it gets noticed if you have good manners, if you have a good work ethic, if you do what you say you'll do, you show up on time, you're honest. Those are the attributes. Those are the attributes that get noticed. Increasingly, skills can be taught really, really quickly. It's hard to teach good human behaviours for you to be a good, decent person. And so, I was lucky enough that I just met a whole bunch of people along the way, and then moved to Dunedin, moved to Wellington. When I was in Wellington, met my now wife, Rach. I was like, it was love at first sight. She doesn't even remember seeing me. And then we married. I moved to Auckland. We married. Went overseas. Went to London for 3 or 4 years.
A bit of an OE.
Yeah, but working OE, so we're a bit older. My wife, I don't have a degree, but Rach has a master's from Harvard. She graduated first in her class with a master's of law from Harvard. Dang. And so when she graduated, it was either New York or London. So London it was, because that's where most Kiwis go to Europe. So, we're the opposite in our family, right? Wow. So she doesn't like sport. I love sport. She's super smart. I'm not.
Well, you're downplaying how smart you are, because it sounds like you've got that EQ.
Street smart.
The
people smarts, right? So I love people. I love having these kind of conversations. I love helping people, that kind of stuff. But yeah, I'm probably not. I don't come from the academic perspective. Yeah.
Did you always want to become a CEO? Like as you were starting to get roles, building relationships, and getting kind of recognised, when did CEO start to?
It's a weird thing again, like back to my childhood. So I remember like we were, I got selected for the Southland football soccer team at our age group level, and then got made captain. And when they announced the captain I was like, is there another Jason in this team? Was that like, was that like, is there someone else called Jason?
Is that a typo?
And then I got made captain of my school first 11 cricket team. And so, like, I've had, every time it surprised me, but I liked it. And I definitely wasn't the best football player, and I wasn't the best cricket player. But the coaches saw something which was actually your contribution hopefully can be leadership or effort or inspiration or whatever it is. Again, this is all kind of, you don't think about it at the time when you're like 14 or 17 or even 23. This is all kind of, now that I'm 50, I can kind of rationalize it. But at the time...
but I think it's important to notice and reflect and go, actually, there is certain key steps that you took to become successful.
But I didn't know it at the time. The other part about that though, and is what an amazing gift those coaches gave me when they put their arm on my shoulder and they said, I see something in you that you don't see in yourself. And how easy is it for someone to give someone that gift, right? And so when I'm talking to anyone who is thinking about who is in tough times, and they see children struggling, and they have a path where they can go left or they can go right, them choosing the right path is often just one person in their life who sees their potential, who believes in them, who can see something in them that they don't see in themselves. It can be a neighbour, it can be a sports coach, it can be a teacher. It doesn't necessarily have to be a mum or dad. It can be an uncle, friend. Just go. And so I try and do that. If I see something, I'll definitely try and pat someone on the shoulder and go, I see you. It's because I've had that privilege myself. And so
that's awesome.
So I had that early, and then I have to say, when about midway through my career, I did start to want to be the CEO, purely because I liked the accountability. I liked the responsibility of being the decision maker and the ultimate owner of the outcome, and not being afraid of it. And it frustrated the hell out of me when I saw something that needed to be done or that I thought needed to be happen, and for whatever reason, often couldn't make it work.
Yeah.
And ultimately, the CEO can. So, don't get me wrong, they are lonely roles, they're 24/7 roles, they're high stress roles.
Yeah, I was going to say.
There's nowhere to hide in the role, which is why people probably don't last for a long time.
Yeah.
Because
what are they, roles. Kind of 4 or 5 year terms typically?
Yeah, I've been there 7. So
wow.
My predecessor was 13, so it's really long.
Oh.
But normally you'll go to another role because you'll need more stimulation, etc. I'm kind of lucky that I'm in the industry of technology where things are changing so quickly. I don't need any stimulation. So that's kind of been my journey, enabled by relationships, enabled by hopefully a track record of delivery, and then enabled by a kind of an increasing desire to want to be a leader.
Yeah, awesome. And how has your kind of leadership style changed from when you first started 7 years ago until now?
Yeah, so
or has it changed, or is it still the same?
Yeah, not too much. And I often people think, oh, I've got this new job, I need to be a different person. No. Be you, right? So for all your good and the bad.
Yes.
I think the things probably later in my career that I've had to get better at is, and it's still a work on for me now, is I talked about being too nice, having to lean into having difficult conversations. And someone taught me this, and it really resonated with me when he said it to me. He said, I can see that you're not telling people when they're not delivering for you, or there's an opportunity for them to grow, because you're worried that you're going to hurt their feelings.
Yeah. Yep.
And I said, yes. And
I would be exactly the same.
Yep. But they said to me, what's the greater gift? Like, you saying to them, hey, this is what I see. I'm here to help you, or not saying it at all, and then not knowing. That's a
great point.
It is a great point, right? So they're like, if you can say it in a way, which is now what I'll go,
I'll
go.
I was going to say, how do you?
So now what I say is, hey, I'm going to
approach.
tell you something that I can see, and you always start with all the good things.
Yes.
But I can also see this.
Yes.
Now it doesn't have to be true to you, but I can see it, and I'll go, what is that? And how does that feel when I say that to you? And most of the time they're like, yeah, I've been worried about it, or yeah, I can see it, or actually, tell me a little bit more about that, or we'll have this kōrero, and they'll be like, and I'll give more context about it, whatever it is. And then all of a sudden, I'm like, how can I help? And they're like, and then you have a kind of an agreement or a partnership.
Yeah.
And so all of a sudden it's a way more constructive conversation, which previously I would have always thought was going to be a conversation about conflict.
Awkward.
Awkward and tense. And I don't have when I'm talking to my children, and to be honest, when they're talking to me, we're always coaching each other. Dad, that was a dick move. True. Or, hey, Dad, you're clearly grumpy at the moment, or whatever it ends up being.
And they'll tell you the truth.
They'll tell you the truth. Yeah. And the same thing. So, and what do I do? Why do they do that? And what do I do? Because I love them. And so I love my team as well. Yep. I love my friends. Why would I think that I shouldn't have that conversation with them when they know that it's coming from a place of love and caring? So that's been one big learning. Yep. And then the other one has been asking for help. And that has been really tough for me as well. Because, again, from my background, I always thought that I had to be self-sufficient and that it was up to me. And don't get me wrong, Mum was awesome, but I just had that in my head. And I really struggled to, and even now, I really struggle to ask for help. I struggle to show weakness. And I actually get really emotional when I ask for someone for help and they give it to me, because you're vulnerable and you're like, wow, you care.
I'm kind of laughing because I'm the same. I'm like, oh my gosh, the hardest one is asking for help from my wife. She's laughing probably, and she'll it's just tough. It's
tough. Is hard, right?
Yeah.
But again, the gift You know, when you help someone, how it makes you feel?
Yeah.
It makes you feel amazing.
Yes. Like
Why-
we're the first ones to help. When
Yeah.
someone asks for help, yes, I'm there.
Why would you
I'm
starve
there.
someone of having that same feeling when it makes them feel so good?
Yeah.
And imagine someone like you who doesn't ask for help. Imagine the impact that it has on them when they're like, wow, he asked me for, like, that's cool.
True.
It's good, eh?
True. I
It's a
didn't
gift.
think about that.
It's a gift. So, those are the things that I'm still starting to learn is to ask for help and lean into tough conversations. So
Wow.
those are definitely the things that I've had to mature into through experience. Yeah.
You touched on, it's a tough role. It's a kind of pressure. Like, where does the key pressures come from, and how do you make good or the best decision that you can in those pressure situations?
Without a doubt, the thing that you least sleep over and are the worst conversations are job losses. Like, it is awful. And unfortunately, it's a part of any industry. It doesn't matter whether you are in decline, whether you're growing, whether you are successful, whether you're failing. Like, there's always change happening within any organisation. And so some job losses are due to structural change because you've got to cut costs.
Yeah.
Others are job losses because actually you need different skills within the organisation, different capabilities, or you've chosen a different path, and those suck. Don't care like what the reason is, and so they're the most difficult. The way I try and do those is I'm always extremely transparent. I'm open about everything all the time. And people don't need to like the decision, but they definitely need to understand the decision. And so here is the rationale, completely honestly, about why we're in this situation and why we're having this conversation.
Yeah, wow.
And I've found that even in some of the most difficult conversations, I can still, because I always think, man, if I see this person in 6 months' time, am I going to be avoiding them, like not making eye contact? And if I see them because when you're having a conversation with them, it's you're having a conversation with their partner, their family, their parents, their friends.
The flow-on effect.
The flow-on effect, right? And you're going, am I going to? And so what I've tried to always do is go, I never, ever want to be in a situation where I have to avoid them, you know, and I want to know that I've leaned into it and I've been transparent and I've been helpful and honest and talk to them about how I can invest to upskill or reskill or make them employable or give them great references or do whatever end up, or, look after them well when they exit, those types of things. And so I'm sure I haven't got it right 100% of the time, but that's genuinely the intent. And then you have lesser degrees of that where you just have to make tough calls on priorities and prioritization. And everyone loves their own ideas and loves their own projects, and you can't do everything all at once. And those are the other more difficult decisions, especially because I'm a guy who likes to do everything all at the same time. Like I love the shiny new stuff. Oh, look at that.
Let's do that.
But what about this? Okay, well, what about this? So I've got to fight my own instincts on that. But that's also tough, is making those prioritization calls around what you are going to do and what you are not going to do.
Gotcha.
But that's what probably the most important role that a CEO can do, is actually clarity of strategy and then mobilizing a team to do incredible things to deliver it.
Yeah, wow.
Yeah.
And how do you balance all of that with the family? Yeah.
So
is that a thing or?
Yeah. So just to be completely honest, I trade off myself for everything else.
Oh, I see.
So I would love to be 5 kilograms lighter with I've never had a six pack, but whatever it is, and be able to go to the gym and have more me time.
Yep.
The most important thing in my life is my family. I love my wife, our 3 children, our 2 dogs, my mum, her partner Barry, my sister-in-law's brother. Like I love them, and I'm really proud to say, like genuinely, I have never missed a moment in my children's lives or my wife's life that has been important to them. And one of the stories I talk about is 2 years ago, it was our daughter Eliza's year 6 graduation at primary school.
Yeah, awesome.
And it was the same week that I got an invitation from Elon Musk to go to a rocket launch and be in the control center, right? And I was like, I really want to do that. But I said to Eliza, dear, my love, how big a deal was this like year 6 graduation? Yeah, just informally. Didn't tell her about the Elon Musk invitation. Yeah. She said, Dad, it's the biggest moment of my life. So I was at that year 6 graduation and the third row back, not being able to see in front because there was a 6'5" dude in front of me.
Oh, no.
She was dancing. She got her certificate.
You would have got VIP at Elon Musk's event.
But tell you what, do not regret it for a second.
Yeah.
Seeing the smile on her face, her knowing that I was there.
Yes.
There's always going to be another rocket launch. Yeah. There is not going to be another year 6 graduation. But it was Eliza's cross country yesterday. Wow. She hates cross country. I was not at her cross country. She's like, I don't need you to be. I don't want you to see me. So I don't go to everything, but I go to everything that's important. And so I've coached the children's sports teams. I've been to all of their major events, supported them, been there, and they would if they were here, they would genuinely say that. And that means that that means I'll work on weekends. It means I might be up until 11 o'clock at night, doing some stuff that I need to do, or getting up really early to get some stuff done, whatever it is. But I'm guilt-free about it. Yeah. And I'm lucky that I work in a business that gets it and supports it.
True.
I'm lucky I work in a business that knows you can't be good at work if you're not good at home first. You just can't be. Right? You know yourself, right? If you've got something that's distracting you, that you feel like you need to be somewhere, not at work, then you can't be at your best. Yeah.
You're not fully present in your work. Yeah.
So and that can be for different people, right? For me, it's family. For others, it could be their parents, their friends, pets. Could be just them, right? Yes. Just needing some time for them. It's all good. It can change every day. But I'm a firm believer you can't be good at work if you're not good at home. Good with yourself first.
Just a quick break here, whānau. Over the past 2 years running Fresh Moni, we've heard again and again that buying your first home can feel really tough. But we've helped so many Pasifika families get there. And if that's you, please get in touch. We'd love to help. Let's talk about One New Zealand. Like, you have taken Vodafone through one of the biggest changes, the biggest change, to One New Zealand. How was that process, and what was the key reason for doing that?
So when we bought the business 7 years ago, we bought it from Vodafone Group out of Europe, and they were focusing mainly on Europe and Africa, and so New Zealand, Australia, the businesses that they had this part of the world were not being focused, and so new owners came in and wanted to buy it because they could see that if they focused on it and invested in it, it could improve it. No, it wasn't a bad business at all, by the way, but it was just could be even better.
Sure.
And they brought me in. And so I came in at the same time, and I asked 3 questions. I tried to talk to as many people as I could. What's going well? What's not going so well? And if you were me, what would you do tomorrow?
Yeah, nice.
And I asked that probably 10,000 times, and then I just made heaps of notes, and then it boiled down to 4 things. Customers wanted great connectivity. I just, like, my mobile phone's my life remote now. Like, teenagers would rather give up water than their mobile phone. Yep. But I want to be able to do whatever I need to do wherever I am. Yep. Right? Businesses, connectivity is a lifeline. It just needs to work. So that's one. 2, I just want it to work. But if I need help or advice, make sure it's expert and I need it now. Like, fix it, sort it, give me the advice. So help. 2. 3, I need good value for money, right? So I want to make sure that what you're offering me, I'm getting, I'm happy about paying for it, whatever my price point is. And then 4th, I want someone to be my guide, because this technology thing, man, it's confusing, always changing. Can you just help me navigate through it, whether it's how to use an app, or what's my best first phone, or how do I set up this, or whatever it ends up being. So those 4 things have been the anchors of our strategy since day one when I joined, and they are today, and I know they will be in 7 years' time. Like, I know that someone's not going to say, true. I love One New Zealand, I just wish I couldn't use my phone when I was here. Or I love One New Zealand, I just wish I could listen to that call centre wait music for another half an hour. So we know those things are going to be true forever, and so it gives us confidence that we can go big. So therefore you can go big in satellite. You can go big in using technology to improve service. You can go big on investment and making phones cheaper. You know, so just gives you real confidence. The name change was probably the biggest reason.
Yep.
Is we were paying Vodafone Group $30 million a year to use the name that we didn't own.
Oh my goodness,
$30 million.
Crazy.
And we were like, we can do a lot more things that are better with that money than give it to someone in London.
Dang.
And we also wanted to have a name that reflected more New Zealand.
Yep.
We wanted New Zealand to understand, like, you know, like think about Air New Zealand at its best. You know, when you see that kind of koru on the back of it, you're like, oh.
Yeah.
So our aim, and we know we're not there yet, is to be that in telecommunications for people to go, oh, man, like I just love them, because even though they might not get it right all the time, we can see they're trying to, and no one loves this country more than them. No one's more proud of this country than them. And so that was the other reason, is we wanted to do that. And then the third reason was because the business was unloved a little bit, there was a bit of a hangover on, you're a bit shit sometimes, right?
Yep.
And so actually, when I was talking to big groups of customers in my first kind of few months in the role as CEO, because I knew whether at the barbecue or whatever, people would go, hey, my call's dropping here, or I had to wait service here, or no one's got back to me. So I had this presentation that started with, "Dear Vodafone, you suck."
Oh, no way.
And I had all of this feedback from social media and from our customers.
Wow.
Your app is shit. Your call wait times are terrible. I was away at Christmas and my mates were on Spark and they could use their phone, and I couldn't with you. Whatever it ended up being.
Yeah.
Paris, you're an idiot. Like, I had it up front, right? I hope you fail. And these were real honest. Yeah, I had people saying that. I had the real honest comments. But you know what? You do that in the first 5 minutes of someone who's like, man, Vodafone. And I come in and go, hey, we suck. I've heard you and heard that. Like, everyone's like, okay, the tension's gone. What?
Yes.
And then you go, hey, and what I've heard is these 4 things. And you're like, yep, sort them out. And here's our plan. It's not going to happen overnight, but we're going to get it done. And here's my email address, jason.paris@one.nz.
I've actually seen
I'm your personal
on
account
LinkedIn
manager.
I reply to people on LinkedIn. And
I'll reply. No, and people go, that's not you. Like in the email conversations, they're like, okay, I know I'm not talking to Jason. Yes, you
really?
Are. Prove it. Like, I'm like, how do you want me to prove? Like, a couple of times I've called people and gone, it's me. And having these conversations, because that shows some confidence in my team, in our team, and how awesome they are. Because if I'm prepared to give my email address out, I must be confident. Otherwise, I get like 10,000 emails.
Yes.
Yeah. So anyway, that's the story behind the brand change and the journey that we're on. And I'm really proud of it. I'm really proud of the team. And as I said before, my job's to kind of hopefully have clarity of strategy and inspire people. But then you just surround yourself with people that are way better than you.
Yeah.
And that's what I've been privileged to be a part of. As I said before, when I was on the sports teams, I wasn't the best player at all. Way more talented players at rugby or touch or cricket or football or league than me. But you learn that, I think, through sport as well. Surround yourself with people that are better than you.
Yeah, nice. Awesome. If we bring it back to kind of the personal level, like, the cost of living has gone up, like inflation just is always on the verge, and banks are always ready to put their interest rates up. Telecommunications is one of those things that is increasing, and people are saying, it's a key spend in everyone's wallets. What is One New Zealand doing to help those costs stay relatively low compared to inflation and other costs?
Yeah, well, the first thing is I got to acknowledge, like, I'm in a privileged position. I'm the CEO of a company, right? And so I see how tough it is, but it's definitely not as tough for me because I'm the CEO, which means you get paid more than other people as well. Yep. And so But then again, I haven't lost my roots of where I've come from, and I can see every day when I'm talking to customers, especially at the moment, via email or on the phone, that times are tough.
Yeah.
And businesses are struggling, and people are having to choose between housing, power, food, telecommunications, clothing, education, fuel. Like, really difficult. We're lucky that we're an essential service, as I said before, but that doesn't mean that you can take the piss and that you can take that for granted. And so our job is to provide a series of price points that are available to anyone, no matter what your budget is. So our price points start from about $10, but they'll go up to $100. You can buy you can change out your handset for $199, or I think it's $149. You can buy a new iPhone for $3,000 over interest free. And so our job is to provide choice.
Wow. Yeah.
We do have to put prices up, and so I won't get into this too much because people will go, "Oh, this is boring." But it costs us a lot of money to invest in digital infrastructure. So we spend about $300 million a year on stuff that you don't see that enables your life, right? Because you just expect your phone to work. It's a little bit like water or power,
it is
right?
Now, isn't it?
You just don't. It's hidden, and so upgrading networks, giving faster speeds, more capacity, because people are consuming more and more data, making more and more calls, using more and more apps all the time, and so we need to be able to keep up with that pace, and it's not free for us to continue to invest in that technology. I also don't think we've done a great job as an industry of explaining the great value that you've got, right? So it does frustrate me. I used to work at McDonald's way back in the day. It does frustrate me that someone will go in and they'll go and spend, I don't know, $30 on McDonald's for a one-off meal, but they'll be pissed off at paying $30 to us for a month when you're connected to space 24/7. It's a pretty good deal.
It is this magical thing you get to use.
And just remember, you're not just connected to the fiber in the ground, to the mobile towers on the side of the street. You're now connected to a satellite, a constellation of satellites, 500 kilometers above you, traveling at 27,000 kilometers an hour in sequence, that are beaming a signal back to your mobile phone in your pocket. Like, that's crazy. That's amazing. Insane. And it's $30. Like, that's awesome. That's pretty cool. So, but I get that, you know, when your prices go from $30 to $35, that's $5 less for fuel, $5 less for food. And if you've got 5 people in your household, it's not just $5, it's $25. $25 less. And then it's not just the telecommunications, but it's actually my food's costing more. My petrol's now $4 a litre. My energy bill's another $50 more than I expected it to be. My rent's gone up.
That's right.
Like, whatever it ends up being. So I kind of get it. So it's a long answer. The short answer is basically just choice at different price points is our job. So hopefully, no matter what price point you can afford, we can still keep you connected.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah.
What should people look for when they're choosing a plan?
Well, it depends on what you're into. So if you want certainty, then you have the ability to pay like $50-$60 a month.
Cool.
And you just go, hey, I can just call, text,
do whatever
I want.
That's set.
Yeah, that's set and forget. One thing to watch out for is if you're traveling across to Australia, look out for your roaming bill, right? So
I see.
we have the best roaming experience. So you just get off the plane and it works.
And you're good to go.
But it's $10 a day.
Yeah.
We need to fix that. Like, we need to make sure that if you're over there for a week, you shouldn't be paying $70 for that. You should maybe be paying $25. We just need to introduce a new kind of roaming pack. So that's the one thing to watch out for, is if you're going overseas on holiday, you're probably better to just use local Wi-Fi or buy a local SIM if you're going to be over there for a long period of time. It's normally better value. I know we need to fix that, but that's the one thing to watch out for. But then also you can look at your usage in your app. You can see how many calls you're making, how many texts you're sending, how much
yes.
data you're using, and then just map that against the price point that is available from us. And you can see, actually, I don't need to be on the $50 plan. I can be on the $25 plan. There are also some other clever ways now where you can have one person on a master plan, and then they have, like we call them companions.
Yep.
You can put all your friends and family on them at half price.
Yeah,
so you can save money. You can save money that way.
Awesome.
So there's a bunch of ways that you can save money. The other thing you should be saving money on is we have this new initiative for the last 2 years called One Wallet, and what it basically does is we've got $300 million of handset of device subsidies sitting in wallets now in our customers' accounts. And even if you're not a customer of ours, you can get the subsidy.
Yeah, wow.
So before you buy a new phone or you upgrade your new phone, check out what's in my wallet, what's in your wallet first, because that'll save you hundreds, potentially over $1,000 on your device upgrade.
Yeah,
so
that's awesome.
Save a lot of money on your new phone, and you normally need to refresh or upgrade your handset every 3 to 4 years. The other thing is your handset's worth a bunch of cash, so don't just put it in a drawer. Bring it in and trade it in. You can get money for that phone as well.
That's great.
And increasingly, we pay more than you can get on Trade Me. So when you bring it in, you'll get more from us because we have a secondary market where we sell it overseas. So those are some of the ways that you can save money when you're upgrading your handset or buying your plan.
And I know you guys have the foundation, but what
the Tododo Foundation?
Yeah. What else are you guys doing to help those people who either don't have access or are more vulnerable kind of customers who kind of, it's this, like you said, it's like water now. We kind of need this technology to have access to some of the great, like AI. Like you need the internet to get the latest technology.
So apart from discounting handsets, apart from having just different plans, the other thing we do from a broadband perspective is you have different technologies in broadband. You have fibre, which people are pretty familiar with.
Yes.
But also we have a lot of mobile capacity, and we can use that for broadband as well. So we can give you dedicated bandwidth. And we make that $25 cheaper than you'd be paying, even $30 cheaper than you'd be paying on fibre. So you can save money if you use fixed wireless access. Another way we do that. Another way we do is we help you if you're struggling with payments. So just give us a call proactively, even if it's happened late. Like just what we don't want to do is put late payment fees because you're struggling. So just have a conversation with us.
Oh, cool.
We'll sort it out. If we can defer your payments for a bit. We can reduce them over time. Wow. We're here to our firm viewers. And this is true because New Zealanders are great people. If you look after them when times are tough, they'll be loyal forever.
Yes.
Right. So someone needs a handout or help for 3 months, for 6 months of lost their job or they're struggling or whatever it is, and they need us to help in some way, break a contract, not pay for a little bit, whatever it ends up being. Just have a conversation with us and
make contact and communicate.
And we'll have that conversation, and then I know that they'll be loyal.
Yeah, cool. So for someone listening right now who is wanting to kind of progress their career and leadership, what should they do to get into a role? Like if they're wanting to be CEO, if they're wanting to be an executive, or if they want to just get to the next role, what do you think are the key things they should do to be able to enable that?
So you definitely want to be across artificial intelligence at the moment. Like I think people are underestimating how impactful this is going to be on society over a really fast period of time. So if you look back on history, there have been massive changes like the Industrial Revolution, but they've happened over a longer period of time. I think this is going to be less than a decade. Wow. So you need to understand it and the potential, the power, but also the risks of this technology. So that would be one. What this technology, though, is going to do is it's going to be able to make it possible for you to learn new skills really, really quickly, to upskill and reskill. And so what that means is that it used to be when you were employed, it was often because you had a unique skill set.
Yes.
With artificial intelligence, skills can be taught really quickly. You've got a PhD student in your pocket.
That's true.
I can teach you how to do this really, really fast. What I can't teach you is about work ethic, about being a good human. So genuinely, when I'm looking for people to come into our organisation, I'm like, it's the conversation that we're having. Tell me about yourself. Like, tell me about your work ethic, your background, your family, who you are, what your beliefs are. Yeah. And what I want to see is a good human being who has great manners, someone who shakes your hand, looks you in the eye, opens a door for you, gives up their seat for you, asks how you are and genuinely cares how you are, has sacrificed for others. I want to see someone who can work as a team, that they can be a good teammate. I want to see someone with a good work ethic.
Cool.
They don't have to have nailed everything, but they've had to have tried, right? They have they do what they said they would.
Yeah.
And then I want to see someone who has a different idea or perspective that interests me or excites me. Someone who thinks a little bit different. Like, because in an organisation, you don't want 50 or 500 or 5,000 people who all act and think in the same way. I want a game changer. I want someone who comes in who's going to be additive, like who has fresh ideas. They don't have to be right, but they're like, that might create something that we can all learn from. So good human being with something that excites me, excites you. That's the key to career progression in my mind, and to getting in the job. And of course, what I said at the start, don't underestimate those connections.
True.
Just bumping into people, asking, hey, got any jobs? Hey, can I drop you a note? Hey, think of me next time when blah blah blah. So who knows? And like a really good example of that is great guy Paul. So I'm lucky enough I can go to the Warriors a lot.
Yes,
it's my team, and we host customers a lot, and we
nice.
and the guy who helps us host customers, who's employed by the stadium, Paul, he is awesome. He's like,
true.
We have like 35 people that we host. He knows all their names. He just makes a habit of all their names. He's like, works his butt off, makes connections. Where are you from? What are your background? Here's my view of everything.
Wow.
And so much so, people are like, you need to drop me an email, Paul, if you want a job at some point. And I just had a conversation with Paul about 2 weeks ago, and trying to get him into our grad program. Like, that's him using the opportunity for a connection to create an opportunity for him.
Yeah,
and he is going to be a superstar, by the way, because he's all of those things that I just talked about before.
Man, that's awesome.
Yeah.
If you were to go back and give your 18-year-old self, 21-year-old self, what advice would you give him? And with a world that's changing so fast, would that advice, like today, be different from, because of all these changes of AI and everything, be different from, I suppose, like 12 months ago?
It's a good question. The first one is, the first thing in the world of social media and noise and commentary, never listen to advice from someone that you wouldn't go to for advice. If that makes sense. So you get told there's like, I can't believe how tough society is now, and how scathing people can be to other people. But that's the advice and I was lucky that I wasn't in the world of social media and that exposure and the kind of, what are they called? The keyboard warriors, or whatever it ends up being, the people that hide behind it, or the harshness, or the transparency,
the trolls,
whatever it is. So just everything will be fine. Listen to people that you respect, that you'd go to advice for, and then just block everything else out. Surround yourself with one or as many people as possible that see your potential, right? Because everything will be fine. Everything will be okay, even when you feel like it's not going to be. It will be fine. Like all of us have dark thoughts and are sad and can't see a way forward. There is a way forward, and there's someone there beside you who can help you. So that would be the other thing I'd say to my 18-year-old self.
Yeah.
And then I think in a world of AI, again, it's technology.
Yep.
It can't beat a human. Like nothing beats this.
Yeah.
Right.
Yep.
So, and I just firmly believe that people are the most incredible, adaptable, creative, amazing.
Big time.
And so, just celebrate that, believe in that. And so, yeah, AI. Let it do all the stuff you don't want it to do, right? Let it lift you up faster.
Right.
Let it take all the noise away, so I can spend this time on the stuff that I want to be doing.
Yeah.
That's the advice: is use this powerful tool to help you do the tasks that you're not interested in or they're not value creating, so you can spend more time on the stuff that you love.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah.
Looking forward, what will telecommunications look like in New Zealand in the next kind of 5 to 10 years? Yeah. What should we prepare ourselves for?
Just the ability to do like whatever you want, wherever you want it. You should think about the network will be individual and unique to you. It'll be so smart that it will morph and change and adapt invisibly around you, around your business, around your family, around your friends in real time.
Wow.
Without you even knowing. It'll be anticipating issues and opportunities faster, and it will just, and that's pretty cool. Yeah. This is like the scary thing is, right, and we don't talk about this a lot.
Yeah.
And we don't use this, by the way, but we know who you are, where you live, where you work, who you're with, where you travel, where you shop in real time. If you've got your phone in your pocket, right? We know
That
all
is scary.
of that stuff. Now, it's anonymized.
Yes.
I can't even find it out. The only people that can find it out are the police if they need to find someone who's missing, and it has to go through a court order. So no one freak out that someone's looking at your personal
I can see you. I know
data
where you are
or
right
what
now.
you're looking at or what you're doing. None of that happens. But if you have a relationship with someone where you go, hey, but like if you could turn that into helping me save money, save time, be more productive, my children to be safer, smarter, go for your life. So increasingly, everyone connects to the same network.
Yep.
Soon you'll be connecting to yours. That's the future of tech.
Crazy.
Yeah, that's the future of tech.
But yeah, exciting.
Yeah, no, it's cool. That's why I love it. Like it's just every day's different.
Yeah, awesome. What's the big vision for One New Zealand in the next 5, 10 years?
Yeah, I'd like, for me, it's just to be an enabler of what is great about this country. Like New Zealand at its best, Aotearoa at its best has always had an attitude. It's like what we talked about at the start, right? With Aotearoa now, just there's this vibe.
Yeah.
DNA of New Zealand. You know, like New Zealanders, man, we do incredible things. Like we have
we do.
forever.
Yeah. We
And
punch.
Way above our way. Like, what is that? Like, if you could bottle it, you'd be a billionaire. And also overseas, like
That's
everyone
right.
loves Kiwis. Hey, you're a Kiwi. Hey. Like, no one's not smiling when you're a Kiwi, right? Because hardworking, kind, innovative, collaborative, like friendly, whatever it ends up being, right? So, for me, it's just how do you use technology to just create more of that? I'm a little bit worried that we're just too negative at the moment and too conservative, and we need to get our mojo back, and we need to go remind ourselves actually at our best, we see possibility and we see potential and go for it. So that's One New Zealand's job.
Yeah.
We worry about the technology that enables that, so you can go for it.
Yeah, cool.
Don't you worry about the tech. That's on us.
Yep.
You just worry about running your business. You just worry about living your life. So increasingly, we want to be kind of even more and more invisible.
Yep.
But you love us for it.
Yeah, awesome.
Yeah.
What about yourself? What's the vision for you?
It's a great question. You know, we talked about before, 7 years in the role, and I love this business. So I'm in this situation around, I know when it's time for me to leave, I'm not going to want to leave because I love it still. But, you know, sometimes you've got to go, oh, is someone with better ideas, different energy?
Yep.
Sometimes different is better. If that makes sense.
Yep.
When that is the time, it'll be something that's focused on continuing to do great things for this country. I just couldn't see myself anywhere else. especially with the children the age they are. We've got a 19-year-old, a 15-year-old, and a 13-year-old.
Yeah,
so
cool.
still got a long time left. And I like things that make impact at scale. So I like impacting lots of people positively.
Yeah.
So yeah, something New Zealand centric that positively impacts lots of people, lots of industries at the same time. Yet to be determined on it.
Cool.
So yeah, we'll see. But it's going to be a little while yet. But yeah,
Obviously
that's
still loving, enjoying
I'm
the
as
role.
excited today as I was 7 years ago.
Yeah, awesome.
Yeah.
That's real cool.
Yeah. Some of my team, though, like, get out of here, man. Like, seriously. Like, make some room. So I know they'll be thinking that soon.
Yeah. Cool. That's awesome. Well, thank you so much, Jason. I'm just going to finish on this last question I ask all my guests. And what does wealth mean to you?
Wealth means the people around you are loved, healthy, and happy. That's wealth for me.
Awesome. Jason, it's been such a privilege having you here on Fresh Moni. Thank you for sharing your insights. And I just wish you, your family, One New Zealand, all the best for the future going forward. And I hope you have a great weekend here.
Yeah, well, right back at you. And congratulations on everything that you do. What a gift you're giving to the communities. And of course, we should say up the wahs.
Up the wahs, yes. Also, one question. Will having One New Zealand, like the stadium, will that help bring more wahs games to Christchurch?
I was just talking to Cameron. So we've got one in June against the Cowboys. It's sold out.
Yes,
I was just talking to Cameron George. He wants to bring at least 2, maybe 3 games every year to the stadium from next year.
Wow.
So you heard it here first.
Yes.
He's working on it.
Let's go.
He's working on it. Yeah.
Oh, so good. Oh, a lot of my mates missed out. I missed out. But we will. There's 2 or 3 games next year.
Yeah. Yes. Well, you might know someone who can hit up for tickets now too.
Jason, you're my best friend. You're my best. I'll probably get a few more best friends after this.
Exactly.
Well, honestly, thank you so much, Jason. Thanks for coming on.
Well, good.
You're the man.
Thank you.